Hey guys, it's Toxic Fox. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have a sponsored, not sponsored video. I was approached by a company and asked if I wanted to do a little DIY and review of one of their products, and I was doing a little searchy search, checking out the website, and I was like, you know what? This actually looks like a lot of fun, and Yes, I would like to do this. So today we're just gonna look at the stuff because it's too late to start the actual project, but I also really just want to open the box. So today's kind of collaboration, sponsored, not sponsored video is with Popsewing. They are a website that specializes in DIY bags and purses. And they are kits. So we have one of their kits right here. Obviously I took off the poly mailer because it had my personal info on it, but like this is how it came to me. Now I did select this kit, which is a knockoff Birkin bag, but it's supposed to be this beautiful green color, and their kits are really handy because they are leather. There are some vegan leather options. Vegan leather, I say that feeling completely ridiculous because vegan leather is plastic. But they do have some leather and vinyl options. They've got some cute little like bag charm kits that are adorable. There's everything from wallets and coin pouches to like shoulder bags and like crossbody things and like handbags. There's so many different kits. Every kit comes with everything you need to make the project. There are videos that you can follow along for your instructions on how to do it if you're having issues with it, and all of the leather and vinyl, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to point at you with my scissors. All of the leather and vinyl comes pre-punched with all the holes that you need, so you don't have to worry about having like really sturdy needles or like a heavy-duty sewing machine or anything. You can do everything by hand because it's all prepped and ready. I'm really excited. Mostly I just want to see what the product is really like because I'm really interested to see the quality of the materials that are in this kit, because I know very little about this company. It was just a really intriguing offer, so I'm not being paid for this, but they did send me this kit for free. And I will link them in the description below with a link to this specific bag, but there are definitely others. And I don't remember if I have any kind of coupon code. I think I do. If I do, I will also put that down below for you. I will figure that out and pop that in there for you. First off, they're not lying. This is genuine leather. I open the box and I just have like the strongest whiff of leather. And I don't know if you're one of those people, but the smell of leather just smells delicious to me. So this is what the inside of the box looks like. We have the Popsewing So Happiness. Thanks for your trust and choice. So if you were to purchase this in your shipping email, they do send to you the link to the video tutorial that is specific to what you've purchased, or you can scan this QR code that they give you. The lighter or glue is not included because it can't be shipped. Okay, so if you need a lighter or glue, then you have to supply those on your own. I was not aware of that. So we'll get to that when we get in here, I guess. And then they have their email, Instagram, their website, their meta. And then you can also join their Popsewing club, which means you can earn rewards to get like discounts and products and everything, which is really fun. Oh. Okay, so I think I do have a discount code. I'll have to check my email for you for that. Okay, so we get, it comes with a little scarf. Oh. So we have here a little baggie with hardware, and it looks like we've got a scarf in there. Okay, so there's this little rainbow keychain, and this little rainbow is actually part of their logo, part of the Popsewing logo. Can we? It doesn't like me. it's super cute. It's just like a little fabric rope. That's adorable. Okay, so we have that, and we have these. This is supposed to be everything we need to make a Birkin bag. So I guess we'll open the little hardware bag first. Oh, I don't know what is happening here. Everything's very secured. Alright, so, right, it's a Birkin, they have locks. So we have the gold hardware, as well as the little tiny lock. It's not actually green, it's just got a green plastic coating on it. And then you have these little tiny finger protectors for when you're applying things so that you don't get fingerprints all over everything. We have, oh, we've got a couple of, we have a couple of the Twilly style scarves. These are definitely not silk, these are satin. But it's the Hermes Twilly style. A couple of these for on the handles. Very well protected snippies, as well as, oh, they give you a lot of needles. There are 8 needles in here, and they look sturdy. I do not know the purpose, but there is a binder clip. Another hardware piece. Two spools of thread. We don't want to focus on me today. Or we only want to focus on me. 2 spools of thread. And then this is the shoulder strap, because it does come with a shoulder strap as well as the handbag handles, because that's just how a Birkin works. Oh my god, it smells so good. So yes, here it is, and it is a lovely green color that's not going to show up properly in the lighting in this room right now. Gold hardware. Little chippy doodads. That's all the hardware pieces, and then we have the actual bag pieces. Although I feel like the bag feet are either in here or already attached. So the handles, the handbag handles, are, okay, they're just like this. And they've kind of got like a crocodile style texture on them. Oh my god, why does leather smell so good? Oh, this is so soft. Okay, so we have this, which I do believe is like, it can't be the bag flap. If it was the, maybe it is the bag flap, I don't know. One piece. A spool of some kind of plastic. So we have 4 of these short pieces and this one really long piece. You can see it easier on the back, but they are all pre-punched with where you need to sew it. And these also are in like a textured, more of like a dapple texture purse feet. So they are also pre-punched. They've got little plastic caps to keep the gold nice and shiny and scratch free. These are already applied and they are actually just screwed in. Little bow tie piece, and obviously these are the strappy bits, and I don't know what this little piece is for, but it's skinny. The sides of the bags, this is definitely the bottom of the bag. I can see where it's pre-punched there. And it's a little sturdier. It's definitely got something stabilizing in it. Oh, they have applied some of the hardware pieces. So the front piece of the bag has the hardware, and then the back piece of the bag here actually has the flap already pre-sewn to it, and I'm guessing they do that because it creates such a thick ridge, and they wanted to make sure that that ridge was finished off nicely. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I don't know what piece this is. Is there like pockets inside a Birkin bag? I don't know where this piece goes. Anyway, that is everything that comes in the box. I am beyond excited to make this now, so I'm gonna have to go watch the video, do a bit of research, and I will see you guys when I actually sit down to make the bag, because I will go through the whole process with you because I think it will be really, really fun. Okay guys, it's a different day. It's fine. We are going to actually sew the bag today. I'm really excited for this DIY. I do have the video popped up here. I have watched it once through, and I do have some super glue for the little end bits, mostly because I don't know where any of my lighters are. I just opened the box and I got another whiff of the leather. I do love me a good genuine leather smell. Like, it's excellent. So I do believe the first part we're going to start with is actually doing all of the decorative stitching pieces, and I'm going to attach the handles to the sides that they go on, because I feel like that's going to be the easiest thing. So I'm gonna hop to that, and we'll come back. I will try to get some shots of me actually sewing the stuff, but like it's a little tricky and it's a little gloomy in here and outside, so we'll see what happens. Either way, I will check in once I've done some of the decorative stuff. Alright guys, this is probably going to take me a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. So I have sewn on the pieces with the little feet. We're just keeping the little caps on for now. So I've stitched them on. They look lovely. We have done the detail stitching on both sides here. So that's all done. We did most of the detail stitching. Sorry, I've got like a thing in here holding it open. So like I did the detail stitching on both of these loops, as well as the front square and both of these ones. I'm just holding this open, you know, because the super glue to make sure the threads don't go nowhere. And then we have done the detail stitching, as well as added this hardware piece and the handle on the front of the bag. She's really cute. I'm not looking forward to stitching the second handle onto the other piece, because these two sections were the most finicky part of this. However, all of that took me 2 hours. So this will not be finished tonight. I'm gonna take a pause, glue down my threads, and we're gonna go to bed, and we will pick this back up probably tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow. This is definitely taking a lot longer than I expected. Alright, good morning guys. I have been back at it. We now have the handle on the back of the bag, as well as the wraparound straps. They get stitched to the back, and then they have some decorative stitching, and they like weave through the sides. So I finished that. And then I was like, what is this piece for? Because the instructional tutorial video that they have on the Popsewing YouTube channel for the top grain leather Birkin bag is not for this top grain leather Birkin bag. It is a smaller sized one, and that smaller sized one does not have this piece. This piece does not exist. So I've done a little sleuthing because I'm still waiting for them to get back to me about where the tutorial for this particular kit is, because it's not on their website. So I've done some sleuthing, and turns out there's some other videos that have been made for this bag. So I'm kind of going off of that, and that seems to think that we are folding this in half and creating like a little pocket, which is the only thing that really makes sense. So we're gonna do that. We are gonna make our pocket and then mosey on and keep on going. I've been at this for another 2 hours this morning, and I still feel like I've gotten nowhere, but it is very slowly coming together, and I'm really excited to see what it looks like when it's finished. Plus, it doesn't matter how long I spend sitting here working on this because it just smells so gosh darn good. Okay, so I think I finally figured out the little like taggy thing. So we have a long piece, this little bow piece, and the key is part of this. So from what I can tell, we're gonna pop here, pop through this, and then there are actually 4 holes punched in this. So we're gonna pop the key on here and fold this over and then stitch this because those holes are pre-punched. And that is going to make my life so much easier. How many times I'm going to stitch this, I do not know, but we're definitely going to do it a few times. Because this, I don't want it to fall apart, because heaven forbid I ever actually lock the bag and then I can't unlock it because the key has come off. Honestly, this has been a very fun experience, but nowhere in the tutorial from Popsewing does it tell you how to make this. Alright, now, because I'm a goblin, I'm going to tie this off. Because I hate myself. And you're not going to be able to see this once I finish it anyway, so that's fine. I think I did this upside down. That's fine, we'll make it work. Alright, we're gonna trim this. And it goes like this, and it can slide into it or pop out, so I need to stitch up both sides of this. And also we will super glue and trim this, and then we'll be back. And then, like, when you put it on your bag, it just goes around the handle like so, and then the whole contraption will go through here, and then it just hangs on your bag, except it looks way cuter because it'll be finished. Okay, so we have now finished the pocket and she's attached, which means the next part is putting the 4 sides of the bag together, which requires these skinny little boys and this, which, after thinking about it, this is a little bundle of welting, which is basically the round plastic that goes into the piping trim on things. So I'm gonna have to cut these to size and then it goes in the middle of this as I stitch it, which is going to be a really fiddly process, but we're getting really close to being done the bag, so I'm like really excited. Also, this tutorial that I found from a different company for the same kit has been much more helpful. Popsewing still has not gotten back to me about a tutorial for this specific kit. So I don't even know if they have one for this specific kit, which is a little disheartening, but it's turning out really cute. Hopefully it will continue to be really cute. Okay, we're bag shaped. I just have to sew on the bottom, but my fingers really need a break, so I'm gonna have to take a break. I'm not used to doing this much hand sewing all at once, and it's been about 5 hours today that I've been working on it. So far we are at 7 hours and the bag is still not done. Okay, we finally have finished sewing this. I did take a little break and it came back. I got coffee, which is almost gone. And in total, it took me about 9 hours to sew this together. Because there's no way around it. You are sewing everything by hand, and it is essentially double stitching everything because of how you were stitching it together for stability reasons. But it's time to flip it, which is probably going to be annoying, but that's fine. We'll make it work. Okay. That turned out, okay, the corners are real nice, actually. Me and piping are not the best of friends, so I was a little concerned about that, but, oh my god, there's a little pocket, there's a pocket. Okay, so we have to weave this.
Oh, you ordered a supplier meet? God damn. Well, I guess you're going to drop the seeds. Is that supplier or is it the other supplier? Yeah, so perfect. Just fucking fill the van with seeds. And we won't have to do drops for a bit. You paid the money, so you might as well, right? Not necessarily fill it, but you get what I mean. Like, buy enough to fill your shelves.
I feel like there's too many things here. So I think we're just gonna go like this. Because then that would go there, and then that hooks there. Oh my goodness. Okay. I probably should have shown you the inside of the bag before I did everything else, but that's fine. She cute. She's real cute. Gonna pop our little key moment on here.
Oh, that's where you are.
So that hangs off there. Got our little, we have our little tiny lock, and we're gonna take the protective plastic off of it because I want a gold lock, not a blue lock. And then it just, all right, come on, key. There we go. And then key just, the lock just hangs on there, and then your bag is locked, or you know, take it off. I probably won't keep it locked because that just feels like a lot of extra effort, but I guess I'll pop the lock on there so I don't lose it. And then it comes with the twillies that are meant to protect your handles. No, it's gotta go this way. see if I can actually do this. I've never done this before, but in theory, you're supposed to be able to use one to do the whole handle. Yeah, so I definitely left too much length on this side. But I'm gonna put these on and then I'll come back. And they are tied. So I think I did a pretty good job considering I did not look up how to tie them. And I've never tied them before, and it is a tight squeeze. And then if I just pop it open for you. These are quite a task to open. And then this is the inside. This is the little pocket that we have, and then it's just open on the inside. Very nice, very clean. I'm very proud of how clean my stitching is. So overall, I'm like overjoyed with this. This is such a fabulous, cute little kit. And I ended up, I only used 2 needles. I didn't need the other 6 that were given to me. And this is what I have left of my first spool of thread. I did not touch the second one. And then this is what's left of the welting. Not a whole lot, but it's there. And I didn't really care about fingerprints because I'm doing it for myself, so I didn't use any of these. Oh, and I used my own mini scissors. I didn't use the snips. Those were unnecessary. I did part of it by finishing them with super glue, and then I did the other half of it finishing with the lighter to melt the threads. Overall, it's a really good kit if you want to spend 7 to 9 hours of your life making yourself a bag. It is really, really cute. I believe this specific bag kit is $175. Or if you don't want to make it, but you just really like the bag, you can pay an extra $35 and they will send you a finished bag instead of the kit. Yeah, I don't really know how I feel. Like, overall, the kit's really nice. I wish there was some clearer instructions that actually came with the kit as opposed to a QR code to like contact them to get them to send you the tutorial, because I still have never heard back from them with a tutorial. I had to look it up on my own. And then the tutorial that they have on the Popsewing YouTube is not for this exact bag. It's for a different style of this bag, a smaller one. So it doesn't have all the same pieces. I had to use a tutorial for a different company that actually sells the exact same kit. So I don't feel so great about that. However, it is genuine leather. It smells fantastic. It feels fantastic. It's really, really sturdy, and I'm actually looking forward to using this in my everyday life. It was fun. It was definitely really fun to do, and they've got some other cute things. So we'll see. I hope you guys enjoyed making this with me. Let me know if you have any thoughts or opinions on this bag or Popsewing as a company, because I would like to know the tea. I love the tea, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!